This new British terrorist force had been in Dublin and in Meath, and they had rampaged through the country for about 4 or 5 months before they came to Macroom. During that time, they had burned towns, destroyed creameries, killed old men and old women, and looted all in front of them. This position was not an ideal ambush position. And as the column were told, either they got out of it or the other fellows went out of it. That these guys wouldn't take any prisoners, and either the flying column would win or they'd be wiped out. And when the first lorry came along to us, they saw me standing in the ditch and they slowed. And they were obviously puzzled as to who this officer was. And they may have thought for a minute that I was one of their own when a bomb was thrown at them. And a whistle blew, fire was opened, and those of the Auxies that weren't killed or wounded, there was a couple of them killed, I think, they all leapt out on the road, and the fight was on. And the fight then became more or less a hand-to-hand fight. And it was a bloody fight, it was a bitter fight, and a savage fight. But eventually, anyway, 9 of the Auxies lay killed on the road, and there was no surrender from that bunch. I heard these fellas shouting, "We surrender, we surrender, we surrender." But we kept jogging on to them. And we saw them, some of them throw their rifles away. And when they did, 3 of this section stood up. And 2 of them, the Auxies opened fire immediately on them. And they killed the 2 of them after surrendering. They killed them with revolver fire. They threw their rifles away and they killed them. They were at short distance, 20 yards from them. They killed them with revolver fire. When they opened fire again, we kept jogging up and we were not recognized by the second lorry of these fellas. And we got within 30 yards of them and we dropped, and I gave the order to fire. And I shouted at the same time to the section, "Keep firing and don't stop till I tell you." Now these fellas, some of them turned to us, but eventually, after 4 or 5 minutes, we had killed a lot of them. They tried to surrender again, and I said, "Don't take any surrender, and I want here and now, publicly, to take full responsibility that we wouldn't take prisoners after their false surrender and after killing 2 of our men."